You're listening to CBC Online at cbchs.org.
CBC Online, we're with CBC President Mike England, and we are actually celebrating a major milestone where we received the Pioneer Award from the NCADA, which is a national drug and alcohol abuse organization. And Mike, talk to us a little bit about this award.
Well, I think it comes at a nice time that we're 5 years is our fifth year of doing the policy, and I think we've got great results and great numbers to show with what's going on. And I think that we, being the only high school in the state of Missouri that's doing a mandatory drug testing policy for all of our students, I think that we've got a great story to tell. And through this award, I think it'll give us the opportunity to hopefully tell our story to more people about all the good that I think that this policy has brought to the school.
So this award has actually recognized us for our drug testing policy, and you were actually part of the early committee that brought this on. And what kind of impact has this policy had on the student life here at the school?
Well, I think that we're now at a point where it's a standard, it's an expectation. I think all of our students get it. I think that when we started the policy, it probably hurt enrollment a little bit, and there was some concern with that as we move forward. But I think now it's no big deal, and I think it's just a part of the fabric of what we do here at CBC. I think our kids understand, the standard that we've set, and I think that they take pride in that. 99.1% of our students tested drug-free last year. 100% of our freshmen and sophomores tested drug-free last year. Those are awesome numbers, and this is a student health issue, and with a situation that seems to be worsening these days, and I'm proud of the proactive approach that we're taking here at CBC on behalf of our young men.
And some of the national figures show that really once students get into high school and maybe between their first or second year of high school, that they might experiment with illegal drugs. And for our classes, we had 100%. That's a pretty nice figure.
It is, and there's lots of, I think, reasons for why we do this. Another reason that I've always stated to people is that between the ages of 14 and 18, the brain is not yet fully developed and more susceptible to addiction. And so keeping our young men away from drugs during these formative years, I think, is also very important. We just want our young men to have healthy, happy futures, and I think that that's what this policy contributes toward for them.
An issue like this is always controversial, and you always get some comments from people that aren't really very favorable. But what would you say to people who don't really understand the program, who have been maybe a little bit more critical about the program? What is the message to those folks?
Well, again, for us, it's not a student rights issue. It's a student health issue. I understand the things that people say on the other side, and they're perfectly have the right to express that opinion. We know why we do what we do here at CBC. It's all geared toward the best interests of our students. This is not a punitive policy. This is a policy that's intended to help. I've heard many stories from Jane Eschman, who runs the program here, with our parents who are unbelievably grateful and thankful that they found out that maybe their sons were experimenting with some drug use. And because we were able to proactively deal with it, they were able to get the help and deal with that issue. And that's what this is all about. We just want what is best for our young men. We want what is best for our families. We feel that this is a proactive way to do it, and I'm proud of us for kind of, as I keep saying to people, we're swimming upstream, being the only one that's doing it.
I was going to say, CBC being a bit of a lone ranger here in St. Louis, but you've gotten a lot of interest from around the United States. Other schools have contacted CBC to talk to us about their program. People around the nation are looking at this as a way to kind of work with their students. That has to be kind of gratifying.
I've talked with a number of school leaders, school administrators from other high schools that use the same policy, and I've never come across anybody that has anything negative to say about the policy. The policy has always had a very positive effect on their school communities, a very positive effect on their students, a very positive effect on their families, and I think that that's pretty telling. It takes some courage to go out and make a move like this. Again, you're opening yourself up to a lot of criticism, and sometimes people don't understand why you're doing what you're doing. But again, if you know the ground you stand on, and that ground that we stand on here is what we believe is in the best interest of our young men, it helps you to move forward. And again, I'm proud of CBC. I'm proud of our young men. I'm proud of our families who support this. And I'll tell you this, if we tried to get rid of this policy right now, our parents would not be pleased with that, because I think pretty much across the board, our parents are right behind us in this effort to combat teen drug use.
And certainly when you look at the numbers, 100% of the freshmen tested drug-free, 100% of the sophomores tested drug-free in the first semester, 99.1. You hear other numbers that, consistently CBC is above, the 97, 98% range. Got to be gratifying to be able to send that message out to parents that we are a drug-free school.
Yeah, a lot of times when you hear percentages and stuff like that, the percentages that you're just getting are throughout the country. The percentage of high school, teen high school drug use throughout the country. And that really doesn't tell a story. We can tell a story. We have numbers. We have data of our school community. And the numbers that we have right now are unbelievably off the charts, ahead of anything going on at any other high school throughout the country. And that definitely is something to be proud of and to promote as a positive thing in the lives of the young people that attend CBC.
Again, CBC receiving the Pioneer Award from the NCADA, a National Drug Abuse Association that has lauded CBC for its efforts. Mike, we'll talk to you next time.
Thanks, Rob.
CBC, Men for Tomorrow, Brothers for Life.